Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about those invisible forces that pretty much decide how you feel every single day. And I'm not talking about the kind of energy you get from a cup of coffee. We're talking about the energy that fuels your spirit, the stuff that shapes your entire outlook on life.
Have you ever stopped to wonder about that? I mean, why is it that one day you wake up feeling amazing, totally confident, like you can take on the world, and the next you just feel flat, drained, listless, just off? Well, the answer might just be in the kind of energy you've been absorbing.
There's a really great way to think about this. Picture your life like it's a plant. If that plant gets good soil, sunshine, and the right nutrients, it grows strong, right? It blooms, it bears fruit. But without that stuff, it starts to wither. For us, it works the exact same way. So, this fuel that we're talking about, it actually has a name: non-material energy. It's the vital force for our mind, for our spirit. And just like with the food you eat, there's a huge difference between what nourishes you and what's, well, basically poison. And that brings us right to the heart of it all, the two fundamental types of this non-material energy. Let's really break down how positive and negative energy directly shape your entire life. Just look at this slide for a second. It lays out the two paths so clearly. On one side, you have positive energy. That's the stuff that comes from feelings like love and joy, and it leads to vitality and confidence. But then you have negative energy, which is born from things like conflict and stress, and that leads straight to depression and listlessness. They create two completely different realities. So, where do we get the good stuff? Well, positive energy flows from things like being in genuinely pleasant, harmonious relationships. It comes from real praise, encouragement, and feeling appreciated. You find it in beautiful, clean, orderly places, in feelings of freedom and happiness, and in having a strong faith or a real sense of purpose. These are the things that fill your spiritual tank right up. And then, of course, there's the other side of the coin, the sources of negative energy. You absorb this stuff from conflict, from arguments, from resentment. It comes from being bullied or insulted, from being in chaotic or just plain dirty environments, from super high levels of stress, and yeah, from being around people who just complain all the time. This is the stuff that absolutely drains you. Okay, so now we know what these energies are and where they come from. That leads to the big question, right? What can we actually do about it? Let's get into how you can take active control of your energetic diet. This is probably the most critical question of all. If you find yourself surrounded by all those things that drain you, all that negativity, how do you protect yourself? How do you stop it from seeping into your life? The answer is incredibly direct and really powerful. It's just one word: escape. It's that simple and honestly that profound.
So what does escape really mean here? It means creating distance. It's about consciously making the choice to move away from the people, the situations, and the environments that make you feel unhappy, uncomfortable, or trapped. It's a really powerful act of self-preservation.
But look, playing defense is only half the battle. You also have to go on the offense and actively seek out positive energy. So let's dive into 3 simple daily habits you can start building like today. All right, here they are. First, optimize your environment. Actively spend time in places that feel clean, beautiful, and orderly. Second, connect with positive people. Get closer to the ones who lift you up, the ones who bring you joy and make you feel confident. And third, nourish your inner self. This means getting closer to your faith, to your deepest ideals, or to whatever you consider your connection to the divine or the creator to be. And that's really the key takeaway from all of this. Your inner world, that feeling of being full of sunshine or shrouded in clouds, it's not just some random thing that happens to you. It is the direct result of the choices you make every single day. Where you go, who you spend your time with, and what you choose to focus on. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. As you go about the rest of your day today, try to be conscious of this choice. Look around you, listen to the conversations, feel the places you're in, and ask yourself, what kind of energy will you choose to absorb?